Hey everybody, this is Brian Tro coming to you from Mossy Creek Fly Fishing with your fly fishing forecast. So it's been a little while since I've checked in with everybody, so we have a lot to get to, but want to start off by saying Happy New Year. It's 2023. Got a great year ahead of us of lots of quality time on the water, hopefully, and Merry Christmas to all of you. Hopefully some folks, well, a lot of people are still on break today. It's Monday, the 2nd. I guess the official New Year's holiday, but a lot of people have gotten out over the last week or two over the holidays. We had incredibly cold air, some of the coldest air we've had in years roll in, started getting ice on the lakes. Most of the lakes were actually frozen, some side ice on the rivers, streams, everything else. And now, in typical Virginia winter fashion, we go from the freezer box right back to a big old thaw. And this is a good long extended thaw, so it's been well above freezing for days and on end now. We've had several rainstorms. It's 64 degrees outside right now, and we got more rain coming I think on Wednesday, and then it's gonna like cool back off, get a little more seasonal. Nothing freezing cold, but looks by the weekend back to highs in the 40s, lows in the 20s, which is pretty much average for this time of year. So, well, here's the deal. With these winter thaws, it's really important that we take advantage of them because it's still pretty early in the winter. It could get gnarly, it could get nasty. We could get, tons of snow, tons of ice. The first couple warm days after really, really cold weather like we had, the fish don't quite know it yet, okay? So, but now that we're like 4 or 5 days in, we're starting to get some above freezing nights. That really helps those water temperatures rebound quite a bit. It's going to increase the metabolism. The fish are going to get a little bit more active and get out in the prow and eat a little more food. So the windows will get a little bit longer. The fish will move a little bit farther. But it's still winter. We're only a week or so away from the solstice. So just, pick your battles. Pick your battles. The spring creeks are fishing quite well. Our water levels are perfect. So if everybody recalls, we had a really droughty fall here, not just in Virginia, but like the whole mid-Atlantic. Really, really dry, and just one storm after another, we've been kind of chipping away at that. We've had ice storms, we've had snows, we've had rain, consistent rain this past Saturday, rain coming Wednesday. So all that adds up to replenishing the water table. The ground water levels are coming back up. When it happens in the wintertime, a whole lot more of it goes into the system. It's not getting all lost to evaporation and siphoned off and pumped off. And so anyway, good news is warm air for a little bit longer and good water temperatures. All that adds up to really good fishing, particularly trout fishing. The spring creeks are doing quite well. We've got overcast conditions today. We've got them tomorrow. We'll have them also on Wednesday. So be on the lookout for some Baetis hatches. Like I always tell people, carry those blue-winged olives with you through the winter. Don't blind cast them unless maybe you're brook trout fishing. But if you're on these spring creeks, don't blind cast them. But if you see fish coming up on a rhythm, break those blue-winged olives out because that's a pretty important bug to bridge the winter to get us into the spring. The musky fishing down on the larger rivers has been really good. We got quite cold there. Most rivers were right at like 33 degrees. And we were worried about icing over some of those pools, but with this warm weather and this new push of water, that's all going by the wayside. So for those of you that like to fish for smallmouth and largemouth in the winter in some of those holes, and you know where they are, you're willing to take the time to get down and fish for them, next couple days can be quite good. And then the musky fishing's been really nice. The larger rivers in the state have that greenish color to them. We love that. We call that margarita green, and that provides just enough cover for you and from the boat and everything to maybe have those muskie pursue farther. Don't forget to do your bow sweeps or your figure eights, okay? Every time. The dirtier the water gets, or the more colored it gets, the less you can see that fish. Remember, the muskie follow not only behind the fly, but below the fly. All right, so sometimes you go to pick up to recast and you're not seeing 3-4 feet down and out, and there's that fish. Once it flies out of the water, they're gone. So do your bow sweeps or your stern sweeps on your boat, or do your figure eights, whatever you like to do, but keep that fly wet for several turns until you are certain that you're not being followed. All right, you'll hate yourself later if you pick up too soon. Okay, the mountain streams, there's literally no snow or ice, large amounts of it up in the mountains anywhere in Virginia. And so it's a good time to venture up there with, daytime highs of like 50 the next day or two. It won't last. So get up there and enjoy the brook trout fishing. The water levels are good. So they're going to be eating. Again, it's wintertime. You're not going to go catch 40 or 50 on them on a royal wolf. But have your nymphs, have your jig nymphs, bring your tungsten, get down deep, grid the water, okay? Cover the pool, right to left, left to right, whichever way you like to work, move up a little bit, and repeat, okay? Be methodical, make sure the fish doesn't have to do any work, make sure that, you're going to them. Delayed harvests are in good shape. So for, I think, pretty much all the delayed harvests in the state have been stocked and are open. As always, have some streamers with you for the delayed harvests. Be careful not to strip them too quickly. Swinging them, dead drifting them. I fish streamers under an indicator all the time, especially smaller streamers like golden retrievers. Throwing them across or quartering up and letting them dead drift down, and then once they catch, kind of giving them a few strips. Pretty effective winter technique. There you've got a big meal, but they don't really have to chase it and work real hard to catch the food. So anyway, looking forward, we've got, not this coming weekend, but the following weekend, we've got the Virginia Fly Fishing Festival in Richmond. So for those of you who don't fish a whole lot in the winter but want to stay active with fly fishing and keep up in your game, it's a great event to go to. So if you're anywhere in the Mid-Atlantic, check it out. That's the Virginia Fly Fishing and Wine Festival. It's in Doswell, which is just north of Richmond. So we'll be there as always. We bring a ton of stuff. We'll have guides there to answer all kinds of questions about fishing. We'll have presentations that we're doing. And then of course we'll have a lot of gear. I mean, a lot. We bring new stuff for 2023 and we bring old stuff that gets marked down and put on sale. So it's hopefully something for everybody. So we hope to see you there. Maybe if you're not familiar with it, go to the website, or we'll be posting information about it over the next week or two, but that's something to look forward to. Get out, see fishy people, and learn some stuff, all right, so that you're super prepared heading into the spring. All right, well, that's about it. If you guys are going to get out later this week or this weekend and you need places to go, advice, water levels, conditions, any of that stuff, give us a call or email us or stop by and see us. Happy New Year, everybody.